a pretty nice feature provided by Vuex as your store and your state and so on grows is the possibility to set up modules, to split your store into multiple modules. You may only have one store per application, but this store can be made up of multiple modules to keep your code more manageable. You automatically, if you don't set up any modules, have one module, you could say, the root module, the root state, but you can then add as many other modules as you want. For example, one module for the counter and another module for authentication. Or you leave authentication in the root state, in the root module, and outsource the counter into an extra module. That would also be possible. And that's what we're going to do here. So here in main.js still, I'm going to create a new counter module, which is an object. Not a store, just a regular JavaScript object. But now it's an object with exactly the same features as the object you passed to create store. So it may have a state method, it may have mutations, which is an object, it may have actions, which is an object, and getters. So exactly the same features. And in state, we of course also return an object. But now we can move our counter state here out of this global store into this counter module. The same for the mutations related to our counter. Grab them and move them here into mutations. The same for the actions, of course. Grab the counter-related actions, remove them from our global store, and add them to actions here. And you guessed it, the same for our getters. Grab the counter getters, remove them from the global store, and add them to getters here. With that, our global store, our main store, is way leaner. It now has only the auth logic left, and we could put this logic into a separate module as well if we wanted to. But how do we now get the module back into the store? Well, create store, this object here, also takes a modules option. And modules is an object. And here, you now add all the modules you want to merge together into one store. You give every module an identifier of your choice, for example, counter, or numbers, or whatever the name should be. This is up to you. Here I'll go with numbers. And then point at the module object that should be merged. In this case, the counter module. Like this. And now this will be merged into this store. If you save this now, everything will work as before, because by default, modules merged into a store are all merged on the same level, so to say. So if you merge a module into this store, it is as if you would have defined all the getters and so on directly in the store, as we had it before a couple of minutes ago. That's why we can still dispatch all the actions and use all the getters as before, even though we're now using a module. And as mentioned, you can of course have as many modules as you want to. But the idea of modules doesn't end here. There's more we can do with that.